We here at the Gaming Saloon Tracks always support any and all involved in creation and distribution of any show which feature, and we'll encourage any of those watching to support the official release. Thank you and enjoy the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet, the Saloon Rift Tracks for August 16th, 2014, with your host, Peacemaker2448.
Ramp it, Epsilon.
And Tommy Gun 2442. I'm confused. I'm sorry.
He don't know his own name.
He's distracted by Silent Hills.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to emphasize that plural from here on out for that game.
Silent Hills.
Yes. That's literally what it's called.
I'll be honest. I don't expect much, but I don't know. I have some hope, but I don't expect much.
Why don't you expect much?
I don't know. Silent Hill's been kind of out of commission, like, you know, legitimate Silent Hill for a while, and they're just kind of bringing it back randomly.
But they're bringing it back with with some new blood into it.
Yes, but
literally.
Apparently none of them have worked with Silent Hill.
And that's a problem.
That's a bad thing?
I mean, as long as they can...
Glock, I'm going to give you a perfect example of somebody with no experience with the franchise doing good. Genorobochi with Kamen Rider Gaim. The man's done a fantastic job with it, and he has no experience writing tokusatsu.
And as a matter of fact, I hope he's broke a lot of the common themes behind most writer shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the fact that Del Toro and Kojima are going to be a part of the new Silent Hill could be a good sign. Granted, it could be a bad sign, but well, I wouldn't write it off just because new blood has been attached to it.
But both of them were movie focused, and now they're jumping into a game?
You do realize Kojima has been behind all of the Metal Gear Solid games, right? Like, the entire Metal Gear franchise, right?
He has?
Yes!
Wow.
Kojima
I thought
is the
he
game
was the
guy.
I thought he was the guy that was the director for Pacific Rim.
No! Del Toro is the director for Pacific Rim.
Oh, whoops.
Kojima is someone in the industry.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
What?
It was one mess up. I'm sorry. Don't get mad.
Oh my god.
I'm about to say, Del Toro probably doesn't have that much experience with gaming, but Kojima is like one of the pillars of the gaming industry in terms of creative.
But that's when you delegate.
Yeah.
Because you obviously take the person that's focused around the movie stuff and get him working solely on cutscenes.
Which is going to be a problem because Kojima's franchise is known for long-ass cutscenes already. Oh dear.
So we're gonna have long.
It was the screen.
Hey! I know. We're gonna have long, fancy cutscenes.
See, exactly. There's a reason the Metal Gear Solid franchise is known as the movie video games, because their cutscenes will be minutes, totaling hours of just sitting there watching a cutscene. Hell, the entirety of a lot of Metal Gear Solid 4 is exposition.
Which, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a good or a bad thing. Because to me, if the cutscenes are garbage, but the gameplay's good, that's alright. But really, when the cutscenes complement the gameplay, that's the thing. But in the same sense, it shouldn't be so long that it's pathetic.
I forgot, what was it?
Lengthy cutscenes, that's alright, because that will give you the information you want.
Let's see.
I would venture to say there's that limit of, God, I just want to play the game. Shut up already.
I'll put it to you this way: someone who cut together a little bit of gameplay with all of the cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 4 made a set a nearly 8-hour video.
But how long's the game?
Probably long. It is longer than that, but that is 8 hours. Almost all of that is cutscene.
But see, I mean, if the game with the cutscene could total out to about 40 hours, that wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah.
But if the game only totaled out to like 16 hours, then oh my god.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. No, it's not 16 hours. I think
But
it's
you see what I'm saying.
5 hours, yeah.
If the cutscenes accompany half of the game, then yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
But if it's just a small chunk, then oh well, that might actually help.
It's just the thing I'm getting at is when you're playing a Metal Gear Solid game, prepare to have a cutscene play for the next like 20 minutes if you hit it, potentially. You can go fix a sandwich, come back, and the cutscene won't be done. You got time to kill if you don't care about the Metal Gear Solid story, because you can just anyway. Yeah, the new Silent Hills. Alright. We got 2 new Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes to talk about. 17 and 18 to watch and talk about. It's a full duel this time! Yay!
That's the first.
Yes, but it's also a Joey duel.
Oh. Wait. 2-part Joey duel?
Yes.
Damn. I didn't think he was that good.
Well, it kind of comes down to who he's dueling against.
I had to say it.
What episodes?
17, 18.
17, 18.
Okay.
I downloaded all of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which are linked on the site, tgstgsr.org.
Really, WAO? Why?
And on the site that Glock's trying to fight with.
Yeah.
I typed in waoanime.tv/Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you know, U-G or U-G-O.
Yeah.
And it brought me to Yu-Gi-Oh! 3D Bonds Beyond Time.
Probably the wrong link for it.
Bingo. Glock.
Yes.
Seriously.
Seriously.
You can take that exact same link that I just gave you. Change where it says 17, put 18 there, and there you go.
Yeah.
That's literally how I've been doing this pretty quick.
He's too lazy for that.
I was looking for it. God.
We're in Hangouts. It's going to be in the Hangouts chat. We're not in TeamSpeak. If we were in TeamSpeak, it'd be in the TeamSpeak chat.
I realized that, but I thought we were in TeamSpeak for a minute there.
No.
See, this is what happens when you get wrapped up in a video.
I can't help it. I surprisingly enjoyed it.
Wait a minute.
And he's worried about the franchise because of that. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I'm still worried because as creepy and confusing as it was, to me it didn't have the Silent Hill feel.
Did it feel like a horror game?
Yeah.
Well, then it had the Silent Hill feel. Silent Hill was the original horror game, so I mean...
Yeah. Silent Hill defined the horror game genre for years. You see, Silent Hill is about it's not so much about jump scares, it's more about creating an unsettling atmosphere, and that teaser does it. Granted, I've never played a Silent Hill, but that's what I get from the franchise. It's about creating an unsettling atmosphere.
That is, yeah, you're right.
Everything I've heard that's on the dot, too, so I mean...
Yeah. And also Silent Hill is about the psychological aspects of a horror genre, not so much the...
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
also...
more of a, what's gonna happen next? Oh god.
Also, fuck you, download. Just fuck you. Wanna know why?
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 Open up 17. It's the dub. When I specifically looked for the sub. And it was specifically listed as the sub.
Obviously, someone wanted to screw with you.
Trollololol.
Goddamn, some bitch, motherfucker. Fine, I'll go another week on the site.
Chill.
Hey, you do realize that you could download them on a per week basis straight from the same site that Glock's watching them through, right?
No, you can't.
If you go to the direct link, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can download them, yeah.
Let me look. Because last time I checked for a download link, it was not going to actually download it.
Yeah, you can download
It worked for me because I tried it and it. Yeah, if you click the download button, it'll pull you to the page where it's hosted on, and then down below it, there's a download file button.
Let me grab that, because I'll be bitching about Kamen Rider Taisen here in a second.
Pretty much. And Glock, I would recommend if you have any interest in watching Kamen Rider Taisen, then to tone us out because, yeah.
Oh, I'm spoiling the shit out of the movie because I don't give a damn. Fuck this movie.
I'm in the middle. I'm not sure if I want to watch it or not because I'm going to look down on the Showa writers. I already know this for a fact. Just by the way they talk about the Showa writers, I'm going to look down on one of my favorite writers ever. And it's
The
gonna
only redeeming quality
me.
is I don't think Amazon actually said anything.
Yeah, he just shows up to do a dissects the, and that's about it.
Yay!
And like he fights like Hibiki at the end, and like Hibiki does something, and that was like it. Then that was literally.
Okay.
Ichigo and X kind of took the lead on being the biggest dicks of the movie, but
Yeah, even though Zach Cross was hyped up as returning, nope. He's got a bit role, and that's about it. So yeah, Kamen Rider Taisen. Fuck this movie. Like out the gate, fuck this movie. I was not really excited for this movie because, one, it has the exact same staff outside of the director for from the previous two Superhero Taisen films. Same crew. Not much improvement there.
That's a recipe for disaster.
already, yeah. Straight out the gate, you don't even have to make a concept for the movie. That's a big disaster right there.
Yup.
The entire commercial hype around this was all about the returning actors, not about the goddamn movie. 3. They decided to do a poll to choose the ending for the movie, the Showa ending or the Heisei ending, to build hype for the movie. Once more, showing how much they actually gave a damn about the story.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because trust me, ending, bullshit. I call bullshit.
I do too.
Wait. Is that both endings, or is one of them better?
One is slightly better because it's how I feel about this movie. Slightly better.
And just to let them know, what ending is that?
It's the one that doesn't come with the movie. Because that's the Showa ending. We got the Heisei ending for the movie, and is the Heisei ending bullshit? Is it symbolistic bullshit that tries to make the show, make the movie deeper than it is?
When it's not.
Nope.
And
sure it is. All you gotta do is slap a couple symbols on it and it's deep, right?
And the whole basis around the ending that we did get was stupid.
Yeah.
That's all that can be said. It was stupid.
Yeah. So to get into specifics. Alright, we start with the movie with a flash forward to a week before the movie actually starts. See, Kabuto beats Stronger, Skyrider beats Kabuto, Fourze beats Skyrider, J beats Fourze, Gaim beats J, Q to title. Or cut the title. Literally.
Wait, who beats Jay?
Gaim.
Okay, so
With
Gaim
weak
was.
arms.
In Suika. Yeah.
Which somehow flies in armor mode.
That's not how it's done in the show.
I know. Trust me, I could nitpick the fuck out of this movie when it comes to that shit, but I'm not going to because there's far better things to criticize this movie for.
Sorry,
Why not just
we got that
criticize-
first little opening before the title card as a trailer before the movie came out, and I even called that then and thought that this was going to be crap from that point. So,
Yeah, trust me, I could point out the fact how Forza is like, yay, I'm fighting Jay, one of the riders, and I killed him, or I'm trying to kill him.
Wait, trying to kill?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're legitimately trying to kill each other?
Yes.
They're not just fighting to see who's stronger?
No.
Quite frankly, at this point, that would have been a better idea.
Forza was meant to befriend all riders.
Yep, all the way up until this movie.
What?
Yeah. Well, welcome to the bullshit. And no, I'm not going to nitpick Forza's voice actor because I don't care about that. Yes, it's
They
higher
really
pitched than
didn't-
Forza's normal voice
Yeah.
actor. Trust me, that's not the worst thing of the scene. For fuck's
No.
sakes.
No.
Am I the
There's
only
far
one?
worse.
Only one going to point out the fact that that's like, wait, Forza's whole thing is friendship, befriending people, befriending both friend and foe alike. Motherfucker takes out Skyrider and tries to take out Jay. That's not how Forza does things.
Oh, that's not how you befriend people?
No!
He even made it a goal in his crossover film to befriend all riders. He made it a goal.
Yeah. Anyway.
One of his best friends hated him for the longest time.
Yeah. All right. So after the title screen, we cut to 1 week ago as we find out how the fuck we ended up here. Oh, is it such a stupid journey? Trust me, I'm gonna insult this movie every chance I get. So hang on. I'll point out where I actually gave a damn about the movie.
Oh yeah, that'll come actually pretty close.
So we see construction workers working. Crack opens up. Cut to Kota and Mai discussing the crack opening up, and it's like, is it the crack to help him? Is Invest involved? Oh, let's go investigate. And they go off
Because
into
that's so what they do.
Yeah.
We kind of even missed the current show's concept. Just saying. And okay. Since we're at that point right there, I've got to ask you this. Did it not seem like the dialogue between Kota and Mai headed towards where the crack was? Seemed like a husband and wife bickering?
A little bit. Just
That is not how them two characters are in the show at all.
yeah,
And
Coach
I'm
is
thinking,
that.
oh my
that
God,
dumbass.
Wow.
So they fall through the crack and find themselves in opposite world, as I'm going to call it, because
We don't
fuck
get a
it.
name for it.
You know what? It's opposite world. It's opposite world, upside down world. It's bullshit land where things exist. And we're never going to talk about it again, apparently.
I swear we don't get any name for it either.
No.
The only thing we know is it's a world that's on the back end of our world.
Yeah. I think what essentially is, it's hell.
Well, that stands to reason.
Yeah, considering the villain's plans. Anyway.
Yeah.
Kota and Mai come across a kid who doesn't remember shit, except I have powers to turn things inside out. The most useless fucking powers ever. Except
Pretty
for very
much.
situational things that he uses like 3 times in the movie to do something important. Like seriously, this kid could have took care of himself, but nope, can't do that. So they come across the kid, try to find out. He doesn't know what. They decide to have him draw something.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Oh,
No,
skipping.
skipping ahead.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm skipping ahead. All right, well yeah, they come. I think they come. Don't they come across bad guys at this point?
Still a little bit ahead.
Okay.
Because we get the dick speech first.
Oh right, Ichigo's speech. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They decide to leave after they talk to the kid and go, "Look, we're your friends. We're sorry for chasing you, all menacing like, but we're your friends." Because Koda has to be involved in a slapstickish chase scene, which Mai stops in 5 seconds just by going, "What?" with her arms out. Which is what Koda was trying to do, but kid wouldn't listen to him. So they go back. They go back into the tunnel, walk along, and then Ichigo goes, "You will not take that kid!" and steps up from the shadows, all villain-like. Appropriate for
he
this
even
fucking
had
movie.
he had all the cues for villain right there.
Yeah.
And what the heck?
Walks out. It's like, "Gaim, you are not a true writer. Give me the kid." Kota, seeing that someone is being asked to him, is like, "No." He was like, it's like, "I would not give him to you since you asked." Even though Ichigo totally didn't ask him.
No.
It was more like, you give me the kid or I'm coming down there kicking your ass. So, Ichigo's being a dick. Kota's acting like his normal self. Then, minions show up. Ichigo hops the rail and just is like, "Get out of here! I got this." Goes, fights him, transforms, Rider kicks him, Kota, Mai, and the kid go running off topside. Then the crack activates for whatever fucking reason. And monsters spill out all over Salmi City.
You hop a little bit, don't you?
Oh, that
was the drawing part.
Oh yeah, before the monsters hop up. I'm sorry. This movie kind of blends together for me because I was just not happy watching it after a while because I'm just like, ugh. Because there was something would happen to frustrate me to no end. So before the monsters happen, they hide. They have the kid draw something. They think it's a tower. They point the Yggdrasil Tower. No. If you know double, you know it's fucking Futo Tower because it looks like Futo Tower.
Yep.
Plot point for later, and by later I mean like 10 minutes, literally.
Pretty much, yeah.
Monsters spill out. Kota goes to fight them. Mai and the kid try to back off. I think 15 eventually. I think they kind of overwhelm Kota. Then Kaito shows up, transforms. Michi and Takatora show up. They transform, dropping the whole guise of, "Hey, we don't know they're brothers yet," because they're like 5 steps away from both Kota and Kaito.
Yeah, but I could maybe understand initial transform because Kota was kind of busy getting his butt handed to him.
And Kaito, who was
no, Kaito was actually kicking butt at the moment.
Yeah. Although it doesn't help that Michi yells brother like later on in the fight.
Yeah.
Where did y'all get the movie?
It's actually up on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Sub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fully?
Yes.
Yes.
Where?
I'll tell you after show.
Yeah.
Can't you just link it?
Well, I'll tell you after show because you'll run off and go watch it now.
Fine.
I know you too well.
Trust me, Glock, I'm saving you trouble by telling you what happens, because you don't want to sit and watch this movie.
I kind of do, because I want to experience the horridness. I want to experience how horrible this is.
Glock, no. Please don't. Anyway,
Quite frankly, I think the past two were better than this one simply because the good guys were actually good guys.
Yeah. At least they...
The bad guys that were jerks and the other two.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ugh.
They fight, then 15 shows up to decide to be a badass and kicks everyone's ass because 15 is OP, son.
Yeah, using the same tech as Gaim and is about 3 times more powerful.
Yeah, he even outclasses Shinzen who is like top of the pyramid in terms of Gaim riders.
And he was using the Genesis driver. I mean, 15 was using the Sengoku driver that we already knew did not get the full power.
Yeah.
It's like,
Eventually, he busts out the Heisei Rider Lockseed, which I can't wait to get to the explanation of that bullshit. He goes Wizard Arms and pretty much just tears through people. Doesn't he wipe out the other 3 riders besides Gaim? Or besides Kota and Kaito? Because they disappear for this whole fucking movie, except
yeah, I
Kaito.
think they did kind of disappear out of that.
I know they're there at the end.
I don't think he beat them. I think they just kind of weren't there.
Yeah. I want to say it eventually comes down to Kota gets his like shit blown at him. Ichigo, Nigo, and V3 show up on bikes, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. We're doing this shit now. We're taking over. To Kota. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they decided to go fight 15, and I think, Kota backs off now, then we cut the Droopers, essentially? You want to say?
Pretty much, yeah. There wasn't nothing important between that point and the other point, so yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the kid uses his powers to get Kota and Mai out of there, and they fuck it off the Troopers because, well, the show writers.
The kid passes out.
Yeah. So at Troopers, where Tsukasa has the biggest parfait ever, because that's how Decade rolls. And it's in the shape of his helmet because Decade is an arrogant prick.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that until you just said that.
Yeah, it's in the shape of his helmet.
Yeah, it is. Oh god.
Yeah, yeah. Tsukasa is so full of himself, his food must be shaped like his face. Which we do see Tsukasa earlier in the opposite world taking pictures because I guess Tsukasa's investigating this, although he doesn't get fucking far. No.
He takes pictures of everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
He was in Gaim's world.
Mm-hmm. Which apparently is everyone's world in this fucking movie. Anyway, Tsukasa pretty much informs Kota of what the fuck's going on, as far as he knows. And then Narutaki shows up in miniature form and gets poked at by Tsukasa before he becomes normal size and goes, okay, here's the deal. This modern underground empire is wanting to flip the world upside down in order to revive all the dead people and kill all the living people. Mm-hmm. Why? Because we're running out of free passes out of hell at this point. Because we don't.
It's all your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, they're running out of free passes of getting out of hell every time they die after one of these movies. Because I'm gonna put a little theory out here that every time a villain gets out of hell, they have to donate a bit of their intelligence. So they just get dumber and dumber every time they come back for one of these movies.
That would make sense.
Yeah. It's not that they lose power. No, they just lose intelligence.
That would make sense.
And the kid is a part of it. It's part of their plans because of his powers. And you must gather the Heisei Riders because the show writers are being pricks right now, and y'all got to take care of this. Peace. And he bolts away.
That was pretty much how it was put.
Yeah. Kota doesn't get a fucking bit of this. I agree. Tsukasa's like, I get it. And And he's like, well, I'm going to go gather the riders. Then Kaito shows up, apparently hearing this entire conversation on the outside the damn store, because he just now walked in, going, I'm going to come along in order to increase my power, because apparently no one really understands Kaito.
Yeah,
Because
pretty
it's all
much.
about power, this movie. Koto wants to join, but he's injured, so he's taking a backseat for like the next 40 minutes of this movie.
All the way up until he's actually important again.
Yeah.
You got.
So the two head off to Futo to recruit Shotaro. Shotaro, being Shotaro, tries to be all cool and hard-boiled, screws up as soon as they enter in before they even get on scene.
Mm-hmm. Because that's his half-boiled way.
Yes. The guys ask for assistance, and he pretty much games them into helping him find some lost pets. Tsukasa is all for this and decides to go find the cat, and dumps finding the turtle onto Kaito, which I was waiting on this to be a fucking Dino reference. Waiting on it, didn't happen. And Shotaro bolts off, and Kaito's not happy about this. I forgot what happens next.
That's kind of when we cut to the beginning of the Fives stuff.
All right, I think doesn't Tsukasa try to go recruit Takumi?
Yeah.
Okay. Tries to go recruit Takumi, and Takumi's like, "Fuck this! I don't want to be a part of this movie," and leaves. Just like in the TV show, he doesn't want to be a part of the main plot. He wants nothing to do with this.
Hey, just leaves.
Yeah. I think he eventually ends up in a restaurant with hot noodles.
Got the little battle.
Oh, all right, the battle,
Yeah.
because Takumi gets ambushed by enemies. Tsukasa shows up, has the best line in the movie where he goes, "Yeah, no one's tried to kill me before." Even though everyone in this movie has tried to kill him at one point or another. Literally everyone.
At least once.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
Tsukasa transforms, fights wants no part of this. I don't think he transforms until the next couple scenes.
For quite a while.
Yeah.
Because it's about where I'm at in it, actually.
Yeah.
Like that 30-minute mark before he finally does.
Yeah. 15 shows up, kicks ass.
Again.
Yeah. That'll be a common trend with him. Every time he shows up, somebody's getting their ass handed to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me actually boot up the movie so I can keep track of this, because I have nothing to help keep track of this.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I think Tsukasa fights him off, and we eventually...
The restaurant.
Yeah, we get a quick scene of Kaito trying to get to the turtle. Shotaro
that one.
him with the dog. Kaito ends up in a drink. Shotaro cracks a joke at him. Bolts away. Kaito is not happy. Because I have to applaud Shotaro. He's at least making this movie entertaining. To some aspect, and it doesn't help. We get restaurant scene where Takumi is eating hot noodles, and he doesn't like him because he's literally a pussy.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I'm not
thought
kidding.
so too.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's the action that is, in a way, the translation of the word he is called by some characters and thighs. He's a pussy.
Oh, God.
Some schmuck comes in injured, takes a chick hostage, and police arrive to, do hostage rescue and arrest him. The guy, who will eventually find out is X, talks him down by going, why don't I get you patched up here in a second? And he even takes out the 5 SWAT officers who come in.
Because he promised him he wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah. Even though he's holding his assistant hostage.
Yeah.
And, like, he could probably take him. Patches him up, cops come in, arrest him, and we cut to... some schmuck who's drunk and got in a fight. Takumi followed X there. X to his, like, hospital. A little mom and pop hospital place. So now they're together. And he helps patch the guy up. We get apparently a flashback to the redone Fize ending, where Kaiza dies. And Fize's arm too. And Takumi vaguely talks about this with X, and X is like, look, if you can't find a purpose, come watch the sea. It will help you find your purpose in life. It will help you.
Essentially, he's telling him to die to the sea.
Yes.
Which is fitting, seeing as how the flashbacks were right there on a beach.
Yeah. They have supper together. We cut to the next day. Fize and assistant chick are attacked by more Bodin cronies and enemies.
Which exposed that he's Fize.
Yeah. X arrives to kind of back some of them off. Fives goes Axel to kill them all off. X then goes, "You're a Heisei Rider!" Henshin. And the two fight. And by fight, I mean Takumi gets his ass handed to him because he won't fight X.
For some stupid reason.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a guy I just met yesterday come attacking me. Yeah, I'm gonna fight. Which is the point where I got to in the subbed. So everything else, I don't know what actually is being said from here on.
Yep. Fize gets knocked away by the X kick, and we cut to Shotaro and Tsukasa at a restaurant.
Are you talking about that sub?
Imagination subs?
No. There's a sub that, like, the movie was subbed for a pretty good bit, and then it wasn't finished sub-wise.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. They have a conversation about Shotaro not wanting to leave Futo unguarded, which makes me go, where the fuck is Teroi at? Is he not in Futo? Is he off, like, doing police shit?
Probably.
Did you not call him in and be like, yo, can you, like, look after Futo for, like, the next couple days? Because I gotta take care of shit. It's main Rider things. Don't worry about it. I don't need backup.
Kamen Pro Rider on YouTube. Is that the sub that you're talking about?
No. I don't know who the hell has it on YouTube.
Tell me.
I don't remember what the name of it was. Who
Was
the
it-
name was on it.
Was it Heisei Rider X Showa Rider Kamen Rider Taisen featuring Super Sentai?
Yes, that's the movie we're talking about.
I mean, was that the full title?
Yes.
I don't know if it was the same one as the one I was watching on YouTube or not.
Yeah.
I
But that's
don't
the full title
have
of the
it
thing.
up. It
Yeah.
kind of is hard for me to tell you.
But that is the full title of the damn movie. Midget tells them that shoe's from Futo, apparently. Because, for whatever reason, Tsukasa actually knows that.
Even though Tsukasa hasn't said 2 words to the kid.
Yeah. Cut to a lighthouse where, spoilers, the kid's mom is there, standing there, looking at a picture. Tsukasa arrives to find out who she is. Gets her side. Shu remembers where he lives. He bolts off with Kota in tow. They find out what happened. He's dead. He got run over by a truck. He sent his mom a picture with the words "I hate you" written on the piece of paper when she left for a job before she could take him to the lighthouse. You know, standard bullshit family storyline stuff.
Yeah. I thought that's what the concept was behind that.
Yeah. Apparently his powers are based around he wants to turn things around. So he wants that sign to be like, I love you, and he wants to apologize and make up with his mom. Tsukasa hears this too. They head outside. We find out that 15 is the kid's father because I don't know, because yeah, literally he is the kid's father. I don't know why the fuck he hasn't been mentioned before, but alright. He's like, Shu, come with me. We must complete the evil plan. Revive all the dead, kill all the living, blah, blah, blah. "15 and Kota fight.
Again. Kota gets his ass handed to him. Again.
Tsukasa arrives, takes the kid away on a roast attacker because I guess he doesn't have his bike at the moment.
And Gaim can carry his bike in his pocket.
Yeah. Tsukasa is intercepted by Black and Black RX. Well, intercepted by villains who are then defeated by Black and Black RX, who go, we didn't save you. We were fighting villains. Now your ass is grass. Tsukasa's like, whatever. I'll fight you. Shotaro shows up to be like, I'll fight him. And then Tsukasa and the kid book it. Shotaro goes Joker. Kaito shows up to help. The four of them fight. I believe Black and Black RX eventually are defeated and turned into lock seeds.
But to be noted before that point, the simple fact that Joker kept up with Black and Black RX.
I know it's supposed to
that's
be
not possible.
I know it's supposed to be a reference, but it's a stupid reference. Oh no, Black RX is defeated. Black is fine. Amazon and Super 1 show up. I believe Super 1 and Amazon do their respective finishers. Take out Kaito, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
When Shotaro is knocked away, we cut to Mr. Ambassador Dark, aka The Cross. Spoilers. And he's like, go get the rest of the Rider Lock seeds. Because apparently there's some there already. Because I see a couple. Tsukasa and the kid run up to the lighthouse. 15 intercepts them. Tsukasa henshins. They fight. 15 busts out the Heisei Rider Lock seed. Goes Decade Arms. Pretty much is able to take Decade very easily. Kota shows up, tries to help. Gaim fights 15 when he's in Gaim arms. Gaim even goes Kachidoki, still gets his ass handed to him.
Sounded like that was one battle he needed Kiwami for.
Well, he ain't got Kiwami yet. 15 takes the kid away. Kid says protecting everyone's future. Tsukasa's like, alright, we'll go do this. And goes off to recruit the rest of the Heisei Riders. Coach is like, why are you taking it that way? Tsukasa's like, look, I've been in these situations before. Just gonna go with it.
Yeah, he should have just told Coach, look, I've been in this situation every time they decide to do a movie with me. I know what to do.
Yeah. We cut back to the villains. General Schwartz shows up. Actually, I think we get the cold opening once more, except in clip form. As we just get a recap of who's dead, or who's in a lockseat form now.
Yeah.
Cut the villains, and it's like a Rider War. General Schwartz from Tokyo shows up to be like, yo, if you're turning everything in the dark, we want in! And then we see a Shadow Line take out the Deadliner and subsequently Denno. Because trains, son.
Yeah, we gotta get them trains in there somewhere.
Tsukasa sees this. They begin their plan. Takumi joins up with Tsukasa and Kota. They go to a bridge where they're intercepted by like 7 show riders. Actually, no. That he is in Joker form. But yeah, Shotaro, Haruto, Eiji, and Kiba show up to support the other 3 Heisei riders who've been the focus of this damn movie. They have a back and forth about what each of their sides means, which is bullshit, because they're both here, because they're all riders, they all fight for something, they all fight to protect people, fuck this movie.
Are you trying to see how many times you can work that into this?
A little bit.
Ah.
Apparently, the Heisei Riders' attachment to death called forth the Baden Empire, or their lingering attachment for the dead, which, I'm going to take a pause here real quick and say, fuck you, movie. Because, oh, the show writers have no attachment for the dead. Fuck you. Do I need to bring up Stronger? Do I need to bring up Black here? And Black/Black RX? Do I need to bring up V3's whole reason for being a fucking writer? Fuck you. For those wondering, Stronger's partner, Tackle, died in the course of the TV series. Why? Because she sacrificed herself in the fight in order to defeat an enemy. Black and Black/Black RX had to fight his brother as Shadow Moon, I believe.
Huh.
Let me double check that real quick, because I'm pretty sure on that. Stepbrother. Still. V3 had his entire family killed by the villains of V3, and he became a writer in order to avenge them. Who made him into a writer? Ichigo and fucking Nigo! Fuck you, movie! Oh yes, also, Rider Man? Yeah, you died at the end of V3! You were declared the 4th Kamen Rider because of that, because you sacrificed yourself for the greater good. So fuck you, movie. Yes, the show writers have... Fuck you, movie. That is bullshit. Also wanting to resurrect the departed. Yeah, bullshit. How many of the actual Heisei writers actually want that? I'll say almost none of them. Because, you know, who actually would want that? Apparently, that spawned and caused Shu to create the Evil Rider 15. They have to defeat the Heisei Riders to block the path. They call out bullshit. Apparently, Decade was on a journey to look for a suitable place to die. We all watched Decade here, right? Like, was that at any point mentioned in the show?
No.
What about Jugalak?
Clock's not even paying attention.
Nope.
Again.
Nope. Clock, you there at all? Alright. Which, where the fuck this come from? I don't know, because that's not what Decade's Journey is! Essentially, they just call bullshit on this. Essentially, this is a big, we're calling bullshit, because fuck you. Also, that whole thing, that's why the Heisei Rider Lockseed was created. Because of their upset, because of the death that surrounds all the Heisei Riders. Which, like I said, death doesn't surround the Showa Riders too. Then we get a big battle that essentially ends with Gaim defeating Ichigo. And Gaim is last man standing.
So that means Gaim's the strongest rider.
Well, Zikaros is still around. Spoilers.
I just had to point that out.
I know. Yeah, let me check something. Because I thought I saw Double in this fight, but apparently it was just Joker. So Philip really
That's
didn't
what
want
I
to
was thinking.
Yeah.
But what was bad was after all the riders come back, we see Double, not Joker. Yeah. It's like, wait, what? How did that work?
Watching.
I really do. I don't think it was Double. I think it was Joker. And if that's the case, then my whole what the hell? Why did just defeating him create a Double Lockseed? Why did it not create a Joker one?
Okay, yeah, Black and Joker trade kicks, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the big reversal machine pops up. The Great Leader is attached to it. Master Dark's like, ha 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 ha. Now I will destroy this machine because I'm actually Zikros. And the Great Leader's like, I know you infiltrated my organization. Fuck you. This is not the big machine. This is the decoy. Apparently.
To the big machine.
Even though she was like right on top of it. Zikros gets stabbed in the shoulder by 15 from behind, gets knocked away. He henshins with Gaim and is like, we still got a plan. Me and Ichigo had a plan. And it's like, what do you think I gathered all the lock seeds? And he gathered all the lock seeds into Kota, and Kota essentially summons the rest of the riders.
Because that's so how the Sengoku driver works.
Yeah, they literally get absorbed into his body and then boom. Like, the rest of the riders show up. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment here to go, okay, here was Ichigo and Zikros' plan. Alright? Zikros is gonna infiltrate the Baden Empire, because apparently we knew about them far longer than anybody. We're gonna infiltrate their organization, and Zikros is gonna destroy the machine and destroy the Empire from within. Fat lot of fucking good that did.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's see. Then apparently somehow we got changed over to Plan B, which was have the Rider Lock Seeds happen, so when we get fucked, everyone gets summoned in the one place at the same time. And all this animosity is fake. just like fucking Superhero Taisen.
Yeah, and look how well it worked for that movie.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, Ichigo and Zakross have known about this far longer than anyone in this movie, and they did jack fucking shit until this movie fucking started.
So, essentially, what you're telling me is you can take the plot point for Superhero Taisen, paste it here, and it's the exact same plot point.
Yep.
The two main heroes knew what was going on long before and decided to come up with a convoluted scheme that did not work like they wanted it to, just so that they could have everyone in one spot at once.
And by them, I'm assuming it's Ichigo, Zakross, and the rest of the show writers, because the Heisei writers have no fucking idea what's going on. Koja doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. I'll know if Sakasa even knew what the fuck was going on. Then the machine activates, and thus begins the fucking 30-minute long fight.
Yes.
Where everyone gets a moment, everyone fights it out. The Tokyujers and Daigo from Kyoryuger show up. They combine with Deno, with a Deadliner to take out the Great Leader, who's now a giant skeleton T-Rex skull thing.
Because we've got to find a way to use the jumbo forms.
Yeah.
And everything.
Gaim uses the Sherlock seed, which Ichigo pulls out from his fucking ass, literally,
Quite literally.
to defeat 15 and return him to normal. Takumi interrupts Haruto and I think it was X's attempt to destroy the big reversal machine.
I think it was X.
Yeah. And before that, Decade and a bunch of the other riders rescue Shu from the machine. So all they had to do was fly the fuck up there. Takumi's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. You stay dead. I don't care about you.
Which is what he should have done from the start.
Yeah. Somehow Fies goes blaster, even though he didn't stick the phone in the gun. He stuck it in the belt. Everyone rider kicks the big machine. It's destroyed.
Yay.
Koryu Tokyo Deno destroys the Great Leader. That's what I'm calling it, even though that's not the name for it, because fuck 'em. I like that name better. The technical name is Tokyo Kyoryuzen featuring Deno. Because pun on the movie.
Well, not to mention Deno's the foot.
Yeah. 15's returned to normal. Family has a happy moment. Ichigo then calls out the Heisei riders, going, look, that animosity was for realsies, son. Fuck you guys. We're dueling. And then we get a big 15-on-15 rider fight for the next, 10 minutes. So everyone duels somebody else that is sort of related to them in a meta sort of way. Then we get the Heisei ending, which is Ichigo sets up for a rider kick. Kota could totally dodge it, but instead he takes the kick because he wants to protect the flower. And Ichigo, noticing this, goes, I've lost because you are willing to sacrifice yourself to protect even the smallest of things. Heisei wins for Realsy's son. Movie over. Little jokes at the end during the credits. Have fun. Fuck this movie. Okay, this ending. people have explained it, and I understand. That's what they're going for. But here's the problem. The flower means nothing in the context of the fucking movie. Nothing. The flower means something because it's given purpose after the fucking fact. Kota blocks a flower because the script tells him to block the flower. Blocks for the flower because the script tells him to block for the flower. There's no reason for Kota to block for the flower outside of the stupid meta reason that's given in the movie.
You know what I honestly think would have fit better?
What?
If something like that happened on a smaller scale during the bridge scene.
Mm-hmm.
If that whole part was at that bridge scene and it happened on the smaller level with the 14 riders that we had there, I feel like that would have went better.
Like if Kota actually blocked something that actually blocked the kick for something that fucking mattered besides a goddamn flower in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Because once again, the flower means nothing. It's given a reason to have been blocked for after the fact. Because it represents what Kota fights for.
Because see, they could have took the similar concept right there.
Mm-hmm.
Put it with that bridge scene, and then when Ichigo saw that happen, he could be like, okay, you are a true rider, here's the plan. Then we might could understand, okay, he's holding the information back because he don't feel like they're real riders, so they really can't help.
Yeah, because...
which that honestly would make a better movie.
Yeah. Yeah, because those youngins can't handle this shit. Do I need to point out what the fuck these guys... I say again, what do I need to point out what the fuck each of these guys has to gone through? What each of these guys is throughout the course of their series to show you that they are willing to fight for what they believe in. They will fight to protect people. They will sacrifice what is necessary of themselves. Like, literally, do I have to point that out? Because it feels like Ichigo is being a spiteful, bitter old man. And I hate to say that about Ichigo, because I don't think he's that kind of character. But he's being a spiteful old man. Not wanting the youngins to take up the fight. And I feel that's just thrown right into the face of the character.
Yeah.
And apparently we're not going to count the other half a dozen other times all these writers have teamed up and nothing has happened. And oh no.
That's what I'm meaning. If that whole fact that the fact that Kota was willing to take a hit to save something or someone, I could have saw that better with the bridge scene.
Yeah.
Because at least then that would have been like, okay, here's what's happening then.
Yeah.
And just keep on moving with it. But just to have that out of nowhere at the end, it's like, really?
Yeah, you have that better done in Super Hero Taisen Z at the beginning, when you have the fight between Haruto and Gabon Type G, where Haruto discontinues the fight in order to save Toyomi and a couple bystanders. That it's done better in Z than it is in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Because it's the same idea for both. But yeah, this movie just pisses me off to no end because it just feels like we need conflict. We're gonna create unnecessary conflict between the writers because. And I have to ask, what's next? Infighting between the Heisei writers? Infighting between the Showa writers? Oh please, give me another movie that has just manufactured conflict for no fucking good reason. Because this feels like the writers are fighting because we need the writers to fight for a good movie. I just don't care for this movie at fucking all. I think it's just a shitty movie I know people are giving it slack because you had some of the actors come back. Unfortunately, I'm not giving it slack. Because, one, most of the actors that come back, either I don't care for their shows or I don't know them. So I have no reaction one way or the other for them. The only person I care about is Shotaro. And the scenes Shotaro are in are fine. Out of suit. Once he's Joker, then we start the bullshit. And Shotaro gets pulled into a shitty movie, which... Yeah, I can't give this slack. I'm probably hard on. I am probably sounding very, very hard on this movie, and it is. I am very hard on this movie. I'm being harder on this movie than I think a lot of people are. I swear, because people are either liking this movie for the action, or just liking this movie, or are down on this movie, but are a little up on it because of the returning actors. I'm down on this movie all around because I'm not giving it slack just because it has returning actors. I'm calling bullshit on the ending. I'm calling bullshit on this entire plot. I'm calling bullshit on on how a lot of these characters are portrayed. This is a shitty-ass movie. This is the worst of the superhero Taisen movies. This is the worst, possibly the worst, Rider crossover film to date. The worst of them all.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's almost nothing that redeems this film. Nothing I can give right off as a positive. There are 5-second scenes. There are a line here and there in a situation that I like. I like 15's design. But oh dear God, does it feel like this movie just sabotages itself at every turn. Just shits on itself and shits the bed every turn. So, fuck this movie. I don't recommend watching it. I don't care who subs it. Just don't go watch this movie. Don't. Ever. Ever. Alright. Let's talk about something happier.
Like Gaim?
Yes. Alright. You want to break this episode down a couple different bits since it's almost 10:30. We spent an hour and a half bitching about the movie. And by we, I mean me.
Yeah, I kind of just sat back and let you roll with it because most of the stuff you were pointing out is stuff that, yeah, I would know just even based off of the Raw.
Yeah. I couldn't even...
I'm sorry, that last battle, even when I watched the Raw, the first thought that crossed my mind was, you have got to be kidding me. Because I don't have to know what's being said. You can tell in the tone of voice that Ichigo was saying it in. That was just instigating the whole, you're not a rider, screw you, we're going to kick some butt here.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah. And I'm not going to get in the debate over who would actually win this fight. Because you know who wins this fight? No one!
The flower.
Yes. The flower wins the fight because the flower gets to live another fucking day.
Oh, God.
Like, I don't want to get in a debate about that because that's not what I'm bitching about. I'm bitching about the fact that Ichigo is being a bitter old man about this. There's no reason why he should be picking a fight here. None!
At all.
No! There's no reason he should be picking a fight here. He has no ground to stand on.
But Gaim and the other Heisei riders aren't riders.
Oh,
okay, well then why are they Heisei riders?
Yeah.
Don't use the term yourself if you're not going to call them riders.
Yeah, he even calls Kota an armored rider.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if you know if you're aware of Kota as Gaim, then you know the shit he's been through. You have to have known the shit he's been through. And if you know what he's been through, you should know what every fucking other Heisei rider has had gone through. Because trust me, some of them have had to go hell and back in their TV, in their show, in order to save the day. Hell and back. Because I want to bring up examples, but I'm trying to hold back because we're at 10:30 and I don't want to keep on ranting about this. All right, Gaim.
Off to Gaim.
Yeah, Gaim. Gaim. Game. Gaim. Episode 40. Overlord Awakens. We're just gonna break this down to a couple different major things, and just roll forward from there. First up, the kind of psychological battle Ryu wages on Kota, as he shows him what his future entails, since the Kiwami Lock Seed is it's essentially turned him now into an overlord. Supported by this week's episode, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't draw that conclusion based off of 40.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, he's being turned into an Invis.
Well, wait, no. You know what?
What?
Scratch what I just said. You actually can kind of tell that by the end of 40.
True.
Like, so far at the end of 40, at 41, I was like, oh, I did see that right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Kota gets shown him being on the other side of the fence as the Invis in Zaomi City, and Yuya as Gaim, and he gets his ass kicked in the entirety of the episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Until the very end, where he goes, "This isn't me. I'm not willing to sacrifice anything, and by anything I mean anything outside of myself. I'll sacrifice anything of myself all day long because that's how I roll." But I assume that's the naivety of Kota, believing he doesn't have to sacrifice anything.
Yeah.
Although, part of me thinks he doesn't count himself in that when he says that. He's more than willing to sacrifice himself, because I think that's why they drew that parallel between that and Sagra's conversation with Mai, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kota eventually, decides to turn on the investor in this hypnotic suggestion. Eventually gets back to being Kiwami and fights off Ryu before he collapses and creates invest plants all around him, or Hellhim plants all around him.
Which literally is what closes out 40.
Yeah, and I love that line. I love the line we end on of Kota just looking up at he's kneeling and just going, "I have no regrets." I love that. It's just a show and just a sign of, yeah, Kota knows he's screwed in terms of any sort of normal life, but I've got no regrets anymore. After all the shit he's been through, he's got no regrets. He's willing to move on and face whatever consequences he has to face. We have Kaito, Zack, and Minato find all the people that are hooked up to the machine, and Kaito, being the technical genius, manages to turn the machine off by kicking it very hard.
Yes, because that fixes everything.
Yep. Zack and Minato are the ones to evacuate them. Kaito goes off to find Kota, or at least back him up as they try to go find Mai. He finds Michi, and they get in a fight, and we'll pick that up next week with 41. 41. Let's see what's another. I guess the only other major thing would be Mai's conversation with both Roshuo and Sagara, finding about the fruit, finding out just exactly what the hell the fruit is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we thought it was, which was power. It's the ability to change everything. And Sagara just leveled the question of what will Kota do? Will he change things? Will he sacrifice himself in order to change things, or will he save himself at the cost of the world? And my kind of just being broken down by this entire conversation goes, isn't it obvious? And that's parallel with Kota's like internal struggle and the hypnosis that Ryu has him under. And honestly, we all know the answer. Kota would put the world before himself. He would save the world, even if it did destroy him. Which,
But I have to wonder, would it? Because Ryu made points within that about how if Kota did become an overlord, then he would never be accepted on Earth unless he changed it. So it kind of makes me wonder, would all of what Ryu was trying to tell him be true or not?
I would say Ryu is trying to manipulate him, but there's a little truth in there.
I don't know. It's one of those that definitely be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I don't doubt that Ryu was telling him the truth, but I think he was emphasizing some points larger than others to try to get Kota to... Gee, I know.
At least we know that after next week he probably won't be doing that.
Yeah, well, nope. Do we have a thing to talk about 41? When we get to 41.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, there was manipulation there, but I want to say there was truth to what she said. Because like Sakura said, the power is to create and destroy. I think it was create and destroy, not create or destroy. I want to say. I'm trying to remember the exact quote. But I just remembered Sakura's his question to Mai about Kota is what will he do? And considering past writers, it's obvious what he'll do. He will save the world. That's what he will do. No question. No matter what. If he becomes a monster, so be it. He chose to save the world. He chose to take this power, knowing full well that things won't end well for him. And that's very much in line with various other Heisei era writers. I want to say that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Kuga to a certain extent, of the main protagonist taking on this great power in order to save the day, and knowing full well it will probably cost him in the long run. He still goes with it, but the mind, that thought lingers with him. Because that's there with Kuga. Alright. Anything else from that or Kamen Rider Taisen?
No.
Alright. Glock, you there? I've heard you snickering in the background. I know you're there. I've heard you snicker.
Snicker. He's not paying attention to nothing.
Apparently not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, hang on. Hello?
Yeah, you there?
Yes.
Alright.
How long were y'all just... how long were y'all, Stalling.
We just got done talking about Kamen Rider Taisen and Gaim for this week.
Oh, okay, because I looked at the thing and it said Glock, and I'm just like, how long was I not paying attention? Like, when I should have been?
Alright. I was hoping you'd pay attention to the Kamen Rider Taisen part.
I kind of want to watch it just to see how bad it is.
Well, you have fun with that.
I will. I just want to see how much torture I can put myself through. That's all.
I'm gonna tell you right now that's gonna be a dumb decision on your part, but
It can't be as bad as, Kabuto.
This is the worst Rider team up ever.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Rider team ups. This is possibly the worst one in my book. Actually, It is the worst one in my book.
Wow.
I have not seen the Showa Rider team ups, and I assume they're all better than this.
Wow.
As I said, there's nothing, barely anything that redeems this movie for me. Barely anything I can say a positive thing about. If it is not very long, and it is just outweighed by the other crap in this movie.
Oh.
You think he's joking? He's not.
No.
I know he's not joking.
Alright. Yu-Gi-Oh! 17 and 18. Terror. Call of Living Dead. And shield in right hand, sword in left hand. This is gonna be a two-part Joey duel.
Wait. Shield in right hand, sword in left hand. Who's left-handed? What?
It's a reference to a card.
Is Joey left-handed?
No, it's a reference to a card.
The card's left-handed?
I swear to Christ, I'm gonna smack you so far upside the head.
Do it.
Then who's left-handed?
Thoughts on these two episodes before I kill somebody? Please.
I don't have
I
any
don't
thoughts.
have
Let's get
any.
into it. That's all I wanted to do was mess with you, Jeremy. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me.
I've had to watch a shitty-ass movie today. Now I may have to watch a bad movie tomorrow because of because I'm watching a review. Expendable 3 does not sound that good anymore. Oh, God.
Expendables 3?
Yes. Watching the Synopsis review makes me go, oh, God, oh, no. Oh, no.
It can't be that bad.
It was sounding like the entire movie is that one moment from 2 with the Chuck Norris joke. And I'm like,
no.
No. I don't need an entire movie like that. That was awkward enough to sit through.
Oh, God. Why?
Other than that, it just sounds dumb. Even though its concept is good. Because it's a kind of a compare and contrast of old action heroes versus new action heroes. And the various tropes. And I go, and I agree with them. That's a good idea.
The way they...
Terribly executed.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Well, I got something to look forward to then.
Oh, you're going to go watch Expendables 3 too?
The girl I like wants to see it.
Oh, you have fun with that. Oh, you have all the fun with that. Just be glad it's not a different... just be glad it's a action movie at least.
The last girl that I dated wanted to see the Need for Speed movie. That didn't work out very well at all.
It wasn't the worst thing I've saw.
It wasn't the movie. I'm just talking about the dating thing. It seems like the girls that want to see the more...
You gonna finish that sentence?
I don't know how to finish that. The movies that are more oriented towards the male side of things.
And that's a bad thing.
it just seems like they all, just want to play fun, or they just want to have fun and play a bunch of stupid games. None of them are ever really serious.
Okay.
It just ticks me off. Anyway, let's get off this subject.
I don't even know how we got on that subject, but anyhow, on to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, I don't remember these duels. All I remember, it's Joey, and it's some zombie deck user guy. I think they're shenanigans involved.
It's the zombie Yugi. It's the or not the zombie Yugi. The zombie player person.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, I remember him.
I don't remember how this duel went.
I don't remember the duel, but I remember the zombie dude.
I would assume shenanigans.
I think shenanigans are involved, but I'm not sure.
Again, I don't remember the duel. I just remember the zombie.
There's going to be some shenanigans.
Well, I know next week is going to just be we're going to play by our own rules week.
Oh, like what we've seen so far hasn't?
No.
Well, literally play by its own rules. Like, we're just going to make up rules this week.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. If those are the duels that I'm thinking, then yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah.
And then in the week after, because we get the rest of that, plus the start of, the ultimate shenanigans.
Wait, the one that comes after the labyrinth.
I said it last week, it's the Yuki Kaiba duel.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, all the shenanigans. That is if you're gonna point to the duel that has the most bullshit involved in the duels, yeah, it's that.
Point to that one.
Yeah, literally, because that literally makes up new rules.
It did so bad.
All right, we're ready to get 17 up and ready.
The worst part about it, though, was that not many people noticed it because they weren't paying attention to it.
Oh, don't worry, I'll point out all the fucking problems. Because that's apparently my role this season, is to point out all the problems in the duels.
Works for me.
I'm ready when you are.
Alright. Guess starting up episode 17, and finally starting our 2 episodes for this week in 3, 2, 1, go.
And the intro.
Okay, that was odd.
What?
I had audio play, but the screen was stuck on one picture.
It fixed itself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It did some artifacting afterwards, but yeah, it's all fine now. I don't even begin to understand that. Literally don't.
Ugh. I'm not a fan of this song.
Well, I can watch the English dub and like point out and be like, well, what's happening with the sub right now? Because I got the fucking dub. Thank you, mislabeling on the torrent site I was on.
Wait, so you've got the dub and you're listening to the original, or not the original, but that song?
Yes, I'm on the sub episodes. I have the entire first season of the dub downloaded, and the movie, because I thought it was the sub. And it's not.
Why do you get to watch the dubbed? Why do you get to listen to that song?
I'm not at the moment.
Oh, you're watching it off the site?
No, I downloaded them off the site.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching the same episodes as you two. It's just I have the entire first season of the dub downloaded because I made a mistake.
I'm confused. Are you watching dub or sub right now?
Sub!
Okay.
He's watching the same one we are. He said this.
Well, you keep saying he made a mistake and downloaded the dubbed version. I'm just like...
And he said, I'm watching the same one as you two.
Yeah.
That was his exact words.
Yes, run away from the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Even though you're not going to get far.
No, because this is a nightmare.
It will kill you. Or he will, one of the two.
Oh
Bravo for
no!
me. What do you mean fear of dueling?
Don't forget the heart of the cards!
Oh god, the dog suit. Oh my god, there's actual dog sound effects. I kinda like that.
He was
Yes.
asleep doing that? What?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
they've only been dueling for 2 days? What? Bullshit! It has been more than 2 days!
I call bull.
Also,
Isn't
that
this
thing is
like the
smaller than
fourth
it needs.
day?
Yeah, this should be like day 3.
At least. Last time that happened, she kind of got into trouble and lost all of her star chips.
Well, to be fair, she was kidnapped and forced into that duel.
Fair enough.
Well, you can assume the people you saw on the boat and anyone you've dueled that you've taken all the star chips from. Maybe. Or some of them just scraped by. Like Joey!
Or it could have just been dumb luck for some of them.
Yeah.
I would shut my mouth while I'm ahead, Joey.
Mm. Yes, it's the guy who beat Kaiba. They leave Anarchy unsubbed. Okay. For anyone wondering, that essentially means big bro. You hear it a lot in One Piece once you get to the whole introduction of Frankie. Question: why does this Bandit Keith have a glove?
That's a good question.
Because reasons.
I know he duels later, so he has to have star chips.
Like I said, because reasons.
Can we not see the whole duel? I want to see the whole duel. I want to see
We
Bandit
just
Keith
did
get
last
beat by a
week.
little shit knocker.
Well, we kind of did last week.
Did we? I thought we only got to
Say
see like
kind of
2
because we
moves.
got to see about that right there, and then Pegasus go talk to Kaiba for a bit.
Oh. could go to one of the trees on your right. Yeah, I'm sure you found it by coincidence. Zombies, not ghosts. There's a difference.
Holy crap!
What
I
are you
forgot all
buying?
about his jacket full of cards.
What are you
Or card
buying? What are
vest.
you selling? I forgot his English name. Okay, if you're freaked out by it, why did you pick it up?
Seriously.
I wouldn't be too sure about that being a
Sure,
prop.
that's a prop.
Yeah, considering Pegasus is a extracurricular activities, yeah, that's probably not a prop. Maybe.
Possibly. No real answer there. You'll just have to, you know, not know.
Okay, what is with that? That is, I've seen that in a lot of Japanese stuff.
What? I missed it.
The gut punch.
Oh,
The gut punch to knock out somebody.
I don't know, really. I mean, I've seen it too, but I have no idea.
Okay, this doesn't look like the sturdiest of dueling arenas.
No, it does not.
Like, literally, it looks made out of wood.
So that's what Dark Yugi's name is.
What?
Yami Yugi?
You do realize you just said the same thing twice, right?
Yami means dark?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bravo.
Oh, never mind. The pharaoh's name is Atem or Atemu.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and the two people who are supposed to be in love, supposed to be the romantic couple for the show together. I'm not kidding, by the way. Joey. Oh, dear God. Our secondary hero, ladies and gentlemen, just passed right the fuck out standing up. I swear to Christ, Nito has more balls than you. And Nito fished for mayonnaise in an alternate world. Glandular. Don't think the fact that your head looks like a skull is a glandular problem. Think you have some serious health issues.
And there's the key trigger.
Yeah, call him a losing dog. Now get him right into the duel. Even though Kaiba was trying to be helpful. I say try. Zombies, not ghosts.
Bones! That was his name!
Does he have a last name?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Bones! I
okay.
knew it was right there! Kinda ironic since he got scared the living crap out of by a skull.
Well, it's a pun. Somebody gonna. Wow, why don't you just duel for him?
Seriously.
At least Yui is smart enough to go, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I'm just gonna give hints.
Yes. Joey, no one fucking cares. Shut up and duel. Just man your ass up and fucking duel and don't just ignore them. I know you lost 200 life points. Ah, good.
Then do what you wanna do!
Hey, I had that card.
Earth-eating dragon. Was that its name?
No.
What was its name?
Crawling dragon.
Huh?
Crawling dragon.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's because it has no wings.
Yeah.
Not even gonna summon another monster there, Joey. Oh, now you summon another monster. Spiny Swordsman gonna get destroyed here in a second.
That's not the card's name.
What, the clown?
Yeah.
It might be the Japanese name. Because, trust me, Japanese names will differentiate from English names.
Yeah, no, it
White
never
Dirt
made
Magician is called
sense.
Black Magician.
Yeah. So he rigged the deck.
Pretty much, yeah.
don't think that card exists. And if it is, that should be a trap card called Call of the Haunted. And I believe it revives a monster.
Let's see.
Yes, his little sister that looks like the exact same age as him.
Yep, Cry of the Living Dead is Call of the Haunted.
Call of the Haunted is a trap card. And it doesn't revive all monsters and zombies. It revives one monster, doesn't it?
Activate this card by targeting one monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in attack position. When the card leaves the field, destroy that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card.
Yeah, it's a revival. Mm-hmm. But he likes screwing around. That's his whole shtick. They're zombies. Ghosts and zombies are not the same thing. God damn it. No, that would be Actuator. No, Actuator has less attack power.
Wow.
That's kind of what happened there. Actuator's at 1700. I believe Crawling Dragon, Zombie Dragon was at like 2200.
2080. Yeah, I think 2080.
You done?
Yeah, I know the lowest one that I saw out of his was 1755. So I mean,
And that was Zombie Circus, wasn't it?
I can't remember which one it was. I think.
I want to say it was Circus because I saw at least 1750 on there.
Believe in the heart of the cards, Joey.
Well, you done good. Goofed. No, you're just a dumbass.
Joey? No. I'm sorry, that one was kind of called for.
So, how are you enjoying the ghosts that are apparently zombies? Or the zombies that are apparently ghosts?
Shenanigans.
I love how...
That's all that we've been hitting so far is shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Welcome to early Yu-Gi-Oh! Just be glad we're not watching Season 0. Then we have to deal with terrible looking animation.
And shenanigans.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume. I don't know for sure. I think Tristan had a girlfriend in there. I think. I'm not sure.
Do what?
I think Tristan had a girlfriend in there. I'm not sure. Also, Kaiba had green hair. Yes, menacing badass Kaiba had bright ass green hair. Like, brighter than highlighter green.
Wow.
See, brighter than the Xbox case green.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is light ass green. It was terrible looking. Now I'm assuming Glock's looking it up, so I'm gonna wait.
I'm looking, hold on.
I don't remember her name.
First series anime biography. Um,
And that one was done by Toei, I believe.
Crush on Miho.
I think that was her.
Miho Nosaka. What is her English name?
I don't think she had an English name because we never got the first series over here.
We didn't?
No, that's why it's called Season 0 by most people.
Oh.
It's kind of the season that sets up everything that we get in the intros.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would have been great to have over here.
Yeah, we didn't get that. Technically, we're watching Season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Technically.
Great.
Season 0 is technically the first season of the show. But nobody noticed.
Great.
Hell, everything important is already explained.
Yep.
If we have any flashbacks, well, they're flashbacks to things we didn't know about.
So it all works out.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. Yeah.
Well, no thoughts. Shall we get into 18 and then off these 2 episodes?
We shall.
Yep.
Alright, starting up the episode in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, intro.
And new subs again.
New subs!
This is about, what, the 7th or 8th time?
Yeah,
I'm say
pretty, yeah,
fourth
pretty
or
much.
fifth. Don't feel bad. I have to go through like 6 subgroups to watch all of 5Ds. I swear. Hell, I had to go between subgroups for the same duel.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know why no one has fully subbed 5Ds from what I've seen. I don't get it. Granted, the whole show is subbed. It's just spread across like 5 different subgroups.
Why is it talking about magazines and video games?
Ow. Because card games are like the thing, son. Yo.
The lyrics say it's not even talking about.
To be fair, none of the 5Ds ones talk about dueling. Well, I think most of the 5Ds openings don't talk about dueling. One talks about catching a train. Recap of how fucked Joey is. You're so screwed. You're so screwed. You are fucked so hard, Joey. Breath, man. Arg.
That's what he needs a card for, breath mints.
Yeah.
Gives all enemy monsters breath mints.
Oh, I don't know what card game was being shown during what card game we got the commercial for during the Superhero Time stream. Whatever it is, I want to know what it is because there's a toilet card. Literally, the card is summons a toilet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That should actually work.
BS. Total BS. BS.
So now we're making up more stuff that the card can magically do?
Shouldn't you
Yes.
still take life point damage? Because that was a clean hit. You should still take life point damage unless somehow that card negates life point damage. Which means it is super broken. Like, that on the ban list, like, right now. Okay, if this was called Call of the Haunted in the English dub, I call bullshit, because this should not be called Call of the Haunted. This is essentially an anime card. He's off to be in a subplot later. Oh no, he's here. Oh, wait, no. Damn it, I thought it was the scene in the preview. Damn it!
Yes, it's all your fault.
Eeny, meeny, miny, right. No!
No.
We're in a cave. Deal with it.
Nice. You probably set traps. You're gonna die. Really?
I screwed it up there, but I wanted to do that since I saw it in the preview.
Oh, he's squished. Thank God it's a cartoon. He'll pop back up.
No, don't worry.
Yeah. Tristan.
Balloon! No!
Yeah. Great job, Tristan.
Wah, 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 wah. Calm down, Tristan. Don't go all vampire on us just yet.
But because of a balloon, you're gonna go crazy.
Yes. Because somehow that speaker was in the balloon. I don't know how it was in the balloon, and then it didn't pop. Also, that is a fantastically made balloon to not pop on anything in that cave.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you're kind of getting there.
Time to rely on that luck.
Can't be beginner's luck this time, though.
And it would probably turn your flame swordsman into an old man. If we're going off the logic of the first season of the Time Wizard. Don't you mean a 2 in 6 chance?
Which would
Be a 1 in 3.
be,
Yes,
1
not
in
a 1 in
3.
three.
Not a 1 in 2.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 3, not a 1 in 2. Get your math right, Bandit Keith! And luck says...
Nope.
Fuck you, Joey. You have to come up with a new strategy. AKA they're sent to the graveyard. Like the actual effect is supposed to do. Except
Um,
not that.
no.
Your monsters are just destroyed. Thank you, Bandicoot, for making up a fucking effect. Did you know that you own the damn card? It should be on the card. Where's the rest of his monsters? Shouldn't they be on there?
Yeah, they should have been.
Isn't he called Pumpkin King in the
No,
English?
in the English version he's called Pumpkin King of Ghosts.
He is actually called Pumpkin?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a pun. It's a pun. A lovely, lovely pun. And that is its actual effect, I believe.
Well, that's one thing that's not complete lies.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure.
Holy Jesus, they're getting bigger.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's how you know they're stronger, is they're big.
You're letting them. Okay.
Although I don't think it's my turn. But okay. I think it's only like a one-time effect. Hey, let our monster at least have an attack.
Getting cocky. Not for
Joey,
sale or rent.
You've been fucked since the first turn. You're gonna need a miracle draw, a destiny draw, in order to win this.
Ha ha ha. Destiny draw. Huh.
Yeah, and he's got to believe in his cards.
Yes, believe in the heart of the cards, Joey.
What's worse is neither one of you believe me and believe me when I say, are gonna believe me when I say that's an actual term for Yu-Gi-Oh. Destiny draw is an actual thing.
Great job. Great.
Seriously, that
Great.
distracts you.
Nice job, Tristan.
Tristan, you are a dumbass, just like Joey. Yes, with much poking and prodding by you quartet of assholes. Yes, and I totally won't fall for her. Totally. At all. Yes, you know, that guy who's like the #1 American duelist, even though he speaks Japanese? He's also the guy that lost to a kid. With help from Pegasus, mind you, but he still lost to a kid.
That's not true. Just gonna put that out there.
Come on, Joey. Get that destiny draw.
Or defense
Or
again.
keep stalling. That'll work too. Going to assume it's the same card Dark Kaiba used on Yugi. Yep, same card.
Well, time for the destiny draw. Jesus, take a freaking tic tac.
You know, he could have played that card now and this duel would have been over. Just saying. If he drew the card, he could have played it that turn, and his duel would have been over.
Yeah.
Hey, that one card you have, like, no support for, even though you should.
Because it has, like, way too much support.
That should be life point damage. Hey, life point damage. Technically, they shouldn't be powered up anymore because Pumpkin is gone.
Yeah.
Woo! You like playing on the edge, don't you?
That could be worse. It could be 10 life points.
Yeah.
Fuck if I know. I don't know what all is in Joey's deck. Yeah, you just have to delay it until you draw it.
Would you shut up?
You lost to a kid. Shut up, you. You've lost all right to diss people.
Yeah, yeah. Destiny draw.
Yep.
They shorten it to Sword and Shield in the English version. Thank God though, because that's a long ass title for a Magic card. It's a turnabout! All that attack points now mean nothing because they're now defense points.
One hit, it's over.
Once more, making up rules.
Pretty much.
Even though he should still take life point damage. Which he didn't before, but what the fuck ever.
And that's what's going to make you lose.
Right. Also, you're a jerk for what you're about to do.
Do what? I didn't
You
hear what you
remember what
said.
you remember what he does, right?
I think.
That's why I called him a jerk. It's part
My
of the reason
memory
when we get the
escapes me.
next duel.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it wasn't just luck. You so totally had the knowledge to do that, not.
Yeah. And apparently Yugi knows your entire deck.
Better than he does.
Yep. Which is sad.
Yeah,
Yep, yep. Dick.
dick.
Mm-hmm. All the dicks. Yes, I'm going to kill my opponents. My tactics are perfect. It's you that screwed up. Oh,
Dick.
that's how he gets access.
Dick, 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 dick. Now, it took 3 of the other guys to do it, and it can't move with 5 of y'all?
Yeah. To be fair, one of them is a kid. I like the
Yes,
transforms.
but the other 4?
Well, Bakura's a
And
bit on
one
the
of
skinny
the
side.
one of the other 3 was a kid.
Well, you have Bakura. And you've got a chick, which automatically means she's not as strong.
Yeah, but her and Bakura together should have equaled at least one of the 2 main guys.
Mm.
And then there's Joey and Tristan.
Glock, here's the thing. Here's the most important thing you forgot. You brought logic into this conversation.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you of all people should know that.
You goofed when you brought logic. You see, they were pushing it sideways. It's easier to push sideways than forward. So what they need is twice as much strength to push it forward, and then it took sideways. That's the logic.
Okay.
And because it's on a slight downhill, they even need even more force to overcome it and to push it forward.
So that means they need 3 times the people.
I'd say about 2.5, possibly. I wouldn't say 3.
Cartoon logic, you gotta have 3 times.
No, it's cartoon physics. Is what it is. Cartoons have their own set of physics.
Yep.
And by own set of physics, I mean none.
Has anyone noticed that on the site, every single one of these episodes is rated 5 out of 5?
Somebody loves them Yugis. Well, what did we think?
Shenanigans.
Of course,
Weird.
mine isn't it?
Weird. I'm guessing, Tommy, you're not enjoying Yugi.
It's, I guess as far as the show, it's alright, but I'd like to just see once they actually do what the cards are supposed to do.
yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, I kind of know that's not going to happen, but
You're really gonna hate the Yugi Kaiba duel. Trust me.
Oh, that duel.
because as we said, what, last week, it's kind of pathetic when me that has never seen the show, never played the card game, can tell that this is bullshit.
Don't feel bad. If we do my idea for next season, you'll like the show because it'll actually play by the rules, but you'll hate the show for everything else.
So it'll be the inverse of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a part of me is willing. A part of me is willing to cement that, and just do the other movie, since there's nothing related. Because screw it, why not? It'll probably be better than the show.
Yeah, might as well then.
What are we doing?
I'll tell you after we're off.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
because we try not to spoil too far in advance.
Yeah. Even though we're about to hit the next major duel, I guess, after we've had a couple different filler duels.
And we've already hit a third of the way through this season.
Yep. All right then. Any other thoughts before we end off?
Nope.
Nah.
All right. Well, next week, it's time for Para and Docs to take the stage as we get the Labyrinth duel of Yugi and Joey versus the Paradox Brothers. Or the Labyrinth Brothers, as they say. Boo! I
Anyway.
prefer Paradox. But until then, that'll do it for...
Ramp it up, Salon.
Tommy Gun 2442.
I am Peacemaker2448 saying good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks. Peace out.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks on our site at tgstgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegamingsaloon, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon. Till next time.